So, notice today that this says a to the third, b to the third, and there's an addition. A to the third minus b to the third. So that is what we call a sum of cubes or difference of cubes. This is the sum because it's addition. This is minus. Anytime you have a sum of cubes or difference of cubes, you're only going to have two terms. It will only be two terms. The first one has to be cubed. The second one has to be cubed. And so on the board, I wrote all of the perfect cubes, okay? So one cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27. So if you start seeing those numbers, you're recognizing what a perfect cube looks like. The sum of cubes is a plus b. So you take the cube root of a and you take the cube root of b and then you square it and it looks like this. Notice that if this your original problem is addition, the first one is addition. And then this is the sum of cubes, the difference of cubes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a problem, and I'm going to show you kind of how to put everything into the formula, okay? So with difference of squares, we have a plus b times a minus b. And a sum of cubes or a difference of cubes, these are the two things that we're going to have. It will always be like this. So you're looking for a 3 as an exponent and a perfect cube. And the perfect cubes are these numbers right here. We usually don't go higher than this. We usually don't go higher than 10. So this is example 10. Okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to take basically the cube root of x to the third. And it's basically taking that 3 off. So my a is going to be just plain x because the cube root of x to the third is x. It's always going to be that way. You guys, if it was b to the third, it would still be b. Okay? Now we're going to take the cube root of 8, and this is going to be my b. Well, what is the cube root of 8? So we know 2 to the third power is 8, so the cube root of 8 is 2. What questions do you have so far? Anything? Now, wherever we see an a, we're going to put an x. Wherever we see a b, we're going to put a 2. And this is a difference of squares. I apologize, difference of cubes. The reason it's a difference of cubes is because my exponent's a 3 and 8 is a perfect cube. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put it in this formula. What is a? So what is my a? X. And because it's a difference of cubes, and you know it's a difference of cubes because of this, minus, and what is my b? 2. Now we're going to do a squared. So a is x. What's x times x? It's going to be a positive. Notice that these are always opposite. And now we're going to do a times b. Well, what is x times 2? And we're going to write 2x. And now we're going to do b squared. You guys, this will always be positive, always. And then what is 2 times 2? And that is my answer. What questions do you have?
How is b 2?
Because the cube root of 8 is 2. So that means, and when I do 2 to the third power, I get 8. So the cube root of 8 is 2.
So would there be c?
No, there's no c in this.
And then basically you just plug it in.
You plug it in. So, and you know this will always, whatever this is will always be your A, whatever this will be is always your B.
And it's difference of cubes because it's negative.
Yep, because it's a subtractions. If it had an addition, then it would be sum of cubes. Any questions?
It makes a lot of sense because last night it was
So it's kind of, I kind of staggered the homework so that you could get some of it completed. Yes. There's more, but these are as usually as high as we go. I'm not gonna give you an 11 cubed. It's more, do you know what a cube, can you find the cube? Can you write it in the equation? Say that again? Because it's 8. So what is 8 is a perfect cube. So you need to memorize some of your cubes. So, and this is what I'm saying is I'm never going to give you anything higher than this. So I'm asking you to kind of know your cubes all the way up to 10. I'm not going to give you like 18 times 18 and you have to know that one. Some of these you kind of know. 1 through 5 you really should probably be really familiar with. And I know the SAT and the ACT like 7. I don't know, for some odd reason they like 7 cubed.